Nobel Prize-winning research uncovers a fundamental cause of aging. The answer cannot be seen by the human eye and is something called a telomere. Telomeres are made of repetitive DNA sequences that become the protective caps or ends of our chromosomes. Their duty is to protect our DNA. When we are born, our telomeres are long, but as time goes on, they begin to shorten. So short, in fact, that our telomeres fray, similar to the end of a shoelace, and our journey called cellular aging begins. When telomeres become too short, our cells can no longer carry out their critical functions. Cells start to self-destruct and eventually die. Scientists call this apoptosis. Cells dying is one thing, but when cells simply stop functioning, they can spew out dangerous free radicals and inflammatory molecules that essentially damage the nearby cells. So, how do we battle this process we call cellular aging? A nutrient has been shown to naturally enhance the enzyme needed to lengthen short telomeres, thereby adding healthy life to our cells. Thousands of studies show the connection between short telomeres and the natural process of cellular aging. What's more fascinating is that this is the only substance known that can perform this in the history of all mankind. Prepare for the future. Cellular aging ends here.
Aging. This is a topic that literally affects everyone. But what if there was a revolutionary solution? The answer? Stem cells.
Stem cells are basically our fountain of youth. This is what maintains our body's reparative, regenerative abilities. As we age, every cell breaks down and needs to be replaced, and what replaces it is the stem cells.
By using stem cells, a company has developed a special growth factor complex that heals our cells and slows down the appearance of the aging process. The process begins with the search for the best stem cells in the human body. The stem cells are found within the body's fat layer. By using a sterile and specialized syringe, doctors extract a mixture of fatty tissue and a group of healthy stem cells. Laboratory technicians then separate the stem and fat cells by using a centrifuge system. From here, the stem cells are placed in a petri dish and given food they need to grow. As the cells grow, they multiply quickly, filling in any gaps or holes. This is very similar to how the body heals wounds. During this phase, the stem cells release a chemical signal, or what is called a growth factor. Growth factors are the cell's language. This is how thousands of cells communicate, enabling each other to do one vital function: repair and regenerate tissue in the body. Growth factors are the critical ingredient used in a revolutionary youth-enhancing system developed by a global leader in this technology. The company is JEUNESSE. The state-of-the-art product is JEUNESSE.
Stem cell technology is very important to medicine and to the cosmetic industry because it's allowing us to deliver to the body exactly the same growth factors, the same signals that it needs to repair and regenerate the tissues.
When JEUNESSE is applied to your skin, it's like the same process that the stem cells go through in the petri dish. Growth factors in the JEUNESSE products talk to your body's cells. The result? A healthier, much younger, better-looking you.
See this bottle? This is you. Clean, refreshing, it's beautiful. Okay, you might not feel this way, but this is how we were meant to be. There's only one problem. Every morning, from waking up to when we go to bed, we can run into exhaust, traffic, smog, factories, cell phones, pesticides, public water, chlorinated water, nasty restaurant water, swimming in pools, swimming in debt, swimming in smoke, that's secondhand smoke, snack foods, junk foods, fast foods, processed foods. Notice when food is left out and it didn't spoil? Yeah, that's not good. Soda drinks, diet drinks, preservatives, stress with family, stress fitting in, stress at work, stressed about losing a job, stressed about finding a job, stress watching this bottle turn toxic. Seems as if life is not so refreshing anymore. Luckily, there is a solution. Yeah, an apple. Go figure, an apple a day? But the problem is, it's not just one apple. You need about that many. I'm not kidding. You need this many to battle the toxic garbage we take in every single day. Well, obviously this is impossible. No matter. This is why we have smart people. Smart people like scientists, doctors, these smart people have spent years perfecting and developing an easy solution that can turn your toxic levels into this. Live better, live cleaner, live life the way nature intended it. Propectin, the ultimate body filter. Exclusively by JEUNESSE.
Dr. Michael Nobel is a member of the Nobel family, famous, of course, for the Nobel Peace Prize. He's co-founder and chairman for the Nobel Charitable Trust and an award-winning scientist.
I'm very concerned, as are many other scientists are, because elevated levels of radioactive contamination has been detected throughout Japan, and which is almost even worse is that also in Hawaii and in the western United States, particularly in the water and milk sources.
Introducing a revolutionary new product called Propectin by JEUNESSE Global.
The Propectin can reduce the amount of cesium-130 and besides other harmful heavy metals in the body. And considering the radiation danger that I and other scientists believe exists, every child, woman should consume this.
Propectin is natural and pure and made from concentrated pharmaceutical-grade apple pectin.
You can only use limited parts of the apple, so it needs 250 kilos of apples to produce 1 kilo of Propectin. Many of the other so-called apple pectins, they take the whole apple and they become, like I said, apple powder. This is laboratory or pharmaceutical grade.
Here's how Propectin works.
Apple pectin has a cell wall comprised of 3 pectic polysaccharides. So it acts like a filter in the body. They have a propensity called chelation. And what it means is that simply it binds with poisons in your body, like for example heavy metals, cesium-137, and then it eliminated through natural processes.
Because of the effectiveness Propectin provides with its 6-step patented process, Dr. Nobel has chosen Propectin to be the only product he has endorsed in his entire career.
I haven't endorsed any product before this one, and for obvious reasons I think that pectin, it is a very, very good thing for humanity, for people. People need this product. In fact, we have just gotten patents for the process, and getting a patent, it shows that we have a unique product, and that is very, very valuable.
Dr. Nobel sees the role of Propectin as playing an important part in helping people all over the world achieve better health.
Propectin's role would simply be to help people to become more healthy. And that's what it does.
For me, never giving up meant just that. I mean, every single day when I woke up, I thought, today's the day. I was the second son in a sharecropper's family, and a sharecropper means that you don't own anything. I mean, you work for someone else who's the landowner. We had practically nothing. Everything was hand-me-downs from someone else. I didn't have shoes, and to this day my toes are all grown under because I didn't have shoes. I remember I had this encounter with my mother, and I said, you know, tell me you love me, and she didn't do it. And so I went down and I sat on this creek bank, and I thought, you know what? I don't care if anybody loves me, I love me. I made a list of goals that I wanted to accomplish, and they were laughable because I didn't even have 2 nickels to rub together, but my first goal was I was going to be a millionaire by the time I was 35. Number 2, I was going to have food to eat because we were always hungry. I mean, my little brother and I used to make mud pies to stop the hunger pains, and I was going to travel all over the world. Those were my goals.
I've learned everything from working with Randy. I didn't know anything about business. I started out, before I met Randy, I was a teacher, a mathematics teacher. Well, I think we have a very good balance. Randy's really good in sales and telling the story and explaining why people need to have whatever it is that he's selling. And then he comes to me and says, Wendy, can we make it do this? And I have to get it done. We started working together, and we were together all the time doing things, and that we just, couldn't be without each other.
And once she got exposed to me, it was downhill from there. I mean, she could not last a day without me.
That's probably true.
That's what the COO does here.
Does hair?
She preps me. Spit on it, honey, like you used to do.
I never spit. We retired a few times. Did he tell you that?
We've tried retirement 3 times, but we never figured out exactly how to do it because we've worked all of our lives. We took a year and we traveled around the world. Then when the decision of the day became, where are we having breakfast? I thought, we're in trouble. If I were giving you advice and you were meeting Wendy for the first time, I would tell you, don't get your feelings hurt if she uses her phone while she's meeting with you.
Hey, Kim. Hey, Chris. Okay. I'll see you in the morning. All right, bye. Bye-bye. I kind of feel like a triage nurse at a hospital. And every week I go in and I reprioritize. No, I'm not approving that.
I think what drives Wendy is her desire to be the best and provide the best of service to everyone. Awakened at 2:30 in the morning, and I hear this little click, 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 click. And it's Wendy over there looking something up at 2:30 in the morning. And I'll say, why aren't you sleeping? You can do that tomorrow morning.
We are the definition of entrepreneurs. And we don't like doing one thing at a time. We have to do a lot of things at the same time. It's not just Randy and Wendy doing all this work. The whole team, every single one of us works round the clock.
Hey, gorgeous. Listen, Bernice has been with us for what, 5, 6 years? 6 years.
Yes.
And we love her to death.
And I love you guys.
Yeah.
Randy leads with his heart. And he's the most incredible person I've ever met. He's gone through so much in his life. And I believe that I'm going to make me cry here. Randy has made the difference in my life.
What's important is, what do I contribute in this day to make the world a better place? I know that sounds corny, but that's really what it is. My daddy used to say, we leave here with empty pockets. The other thing my dad said is that when you leave, you'll be accountable for 2 things. 1, how did you treat Mother Earth? And 2, how did you treat the people on Earth? I feel that I have found joy and that I've given joy, and I think there's a lot more joy that we can give. I remember that I was waiting for the bus one morning, and it was in the rain, and it was muddy and freezing cold outside, and I had no shoes. And this lady saw me standing there, and she had me come in the house, and she washed my feet, dried them, and then she took her daughter's Easter shoes and cut the straps off the top of it and put those on my feet, and that's how I went to school. So for me, there's no better joy than seeing kids excited because they've got something, got a meal, they've got water to drink, a place to go to school. That brings me a tremendous amount of joy because I know what it's like to be a child without anything. And so when you see children really excited about it, I think that's what it's all about.
I am so excited to be able to feed children around the world and to have the amazing opportunity to partner with Global Village, be able to work with Nobel Peace Prize nominee Yank Barry and boxing icon Muhammad Ali. This is an amazing opportunity that allows us to work with so many great people, and what better cause than to feed children around the world.
I think all these blessings that we are realizing today are because there's a whole lot more we need to do. My daddy used to say, when you leave the earth, you'll be accountable for 2 things. How did you treat Mother Earth, and how did you treat the people on earth? That's what we'll be accountable for.
And now, please welcome DSA President, Joe Mariano.
Well, earlier in the program, we talked about our rising stars and identified them. And, you know, our Rising Star Award recognizes, well, up-and-coming direct selling companies. All of these companies have demonstrated an unwavering commitment to excellence in all of their business operations. To assist us in giving the Rising Star Award this year, please welcome Meredith Burkich from last year's award winner, Viridian Energy. Meredith.
To be eligible for the Rising Star Award, companies must have initiated their direct selling operation less than 5 years ago, and they must have been active DSA members for at least 1 year. In addition, companies must demonstrate the following: a sound business strategy, a consistent pattern of growth, excellent prospects for continued success, a strong commitment to the DSA Code of Ethics, and an equally strong support of charitable giving, as well as humanitarian and environmental initiatives. This year, our judges selected 3 finalists for the 2013 Rising Star Award. They are Jeunesse Global, Rendi Ltd, and Sozo Global. And the winner of the 2013 Rising Star Award is Jeunesse Global.
What a tremendous honor to be standing here in front of all of you. You know, it's not often that we as companies get to be recognized. We're usually doing the recognizing. So it's a tremendous honor to be up here. I accept this award on behalf of our founders, Wendy Lewis and Randy Ray, who are en route to Hong Kong right now, as well as our entire corporate family around the world, throughout Asia, Europe, Latin America, all of our independent distributors around the world, and field leaders that are out there making it happen every single day for JEUNESSE. It's been a long journey for this company over the past 3.5 years. It's amazing how time flies, but they've been some of the most incredible years of my life. And we've had the honor of blessing so many and impacting so many distributors' lives around the world. And we've had an amazing time doing it. Become so passionate about the JEUNESSE Kids Foundation that we've partnered with Global Village Champions and have now raised enough funds to feed over 2 million children around the world in just 8 months' time. So we're extremely passionate about JEUNESSE Kids, our partnership with Muhammad Ali and Global Village Champions. I want to thank the DSA for everything you stand for, all of our peers here in the room today. And we'll continue to make all of you proud. I just want to thank all of you once again. We are JEUNESSE. We are Generation Young. Thank you.